Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Rocket League video here at Game Gym. I'm Coach Aero and today we're going to be covering the flip reset mechanic. I'm sure all of you have heard of this mechanic. It can be really challenging, so buckle up and lock in. Alrighty guys, for our warm-up we're going to be prepping ourselves mechanically as this lesson is really mechanically intensive. Now, flip resets are done in the air, meaning it's probably a good idea for us to practice aerials somehow in our warm-up to prepare. Go ahead and play this training pack that is focused on aerial shots for 5 to 10 minutes. The first part of a flip reset, like any other mechanic, is the first touch. This is honestly the most crucial aspect of any mechanic because if you don't nail down the type of first touch you are looking for, you won't even be able to attempt the mechanic. For here, we will be in an aerial off-the-wall training pack, which I think is one of the best ways to practice the first touch that we want to achieve. For this touch, we want to make sure that the ball floats in the air on an upward trajectory to allow us time later on to let the ball fall onto us while we're upside down to obtain our flip reset. To get this touch in our pack, make sure to hit the underside of the ball by just driving into it. Keep practicing this for around 5 to 10 minutes or until you are getting the first touch consistently. Now for our final part, we're going to practice actually obtaining our flip reset, which is the hardest part of this whole ordeal. Remember that for our first touch, we want the ball to pop up on an upward trajectory to give us time for the ball to come back down to us to get our reset. For this part, you're going to be inside of the same training pack, except this time we're going to be focusing on actually getting the reset. Now, like I said before, you need to be consistently getting a good first touch to adequately attempt this mechanic. So if you find yourself having trouble, stop worrying about the rest and just focus on the first touch. Here, to get our flip reset, all 4 of our wheels have to touch the ball. So the easiest way for us to begin doing this is to have the ball fall onto us while we're upside down. So already you know you need to use air roll, so go watch my video on that if you haven't already. I'm not going to cover it in this video. Here, get the first touch we practiced, and then practice turning upside down and letting the ball fall onto you. After making contact with the ball, make sure you use your jump button to see if you're actually getting the reset. There's no indicator in the game, but if you do this mechanic long enough and practice it for long enough, you'll usually just kind of have a pretty good idea on if you get it or not. Typically at this point in the lesson, I'll have you take this stuff into ranked for your ranked games, but since this mechanic is more on the challenging side this time, we're gonna grind it out in a training pack. For this one, I don't want you to worry about scoring as much as I want you to try your hardest just to get the reset. Do this training pack for 30 to 45 minutes, and as always, you can use the footage in the background for reference. Alright everyone, that's going to be the end of this lesson. Truthfully, you should be coming back to this video after your first time watching to keep practicing this mechanic, because it really is impossible to master this mechanic from learning to apply it in the span of an hour. It's just not going to happen. And it's going to take consistency and perseverance. So keep at it and keep practicing, and I'll hope to see you on the next one.